Here I am, Grandma. Hi, Grandma. How you doing? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Yes, I made a mistake. Thank you, Grandma. I didn't even realize it. So, this is wonderful news. There's been an arrest. In about a half an hour, there's going to be a press conference. Oh, really, Grandma? Grandma, are you here? What's going on here? Grandma, are you here? Hey, Purple Phoenix, how are you, girl? So awesome news. There's been an arrest. In about a half an hour, there's going to be a press conference. So we're going to listen to that. But in the meantime, let's watch again, thank you, Grandma, of the family and what they had to say to social media. Hey, girl, hey. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. So, this poor family. Let's get to the video. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. I got the page ready at the PD, waiting for to go live here. Where is it? Just talk some on yourself here. I'm trying to find something for us to watch. Here we go, right here. I found it. All right, here we go. You guys ready? What? Oh my God, I hope not. We're gonna find out. We're gonna deal with facts.
Savannah Sota is her name, and her boyfriend's name is Matthew Guerra. They were both found shot to death in a parked car last week. Now, police have released this surveillance video here saying that they're searching for two persons of interest right now in their murders. And you can see in the video, if you look closely, the couple's Kia Optima. It first slowly approaches that pickup truck. Briefly, there's interaction with the driver. Somebody gets out of the Kia, but it's unclear where they go. The Kia then leaves the scene, and police are investigating this case as a capital murder. And at a press conference on December 28th, the chief of police walked the public through what we know so far. Take a look.
Savannah Sota and 22-year-old Matthew Guerra were reported missing by Leon Valley on 12/23/23. A clear alert was issued for Savannah by DPS because it met the criteria for a clear alert to be issued. CLEAR stands for the state's Coordinated Law Enforcement Adult Rescue Alert Program. Families of both victims reached out to SAPD on the 23rd to make a police report, but we had learned that Leon Valley had already taken a missing person report. On the 26th at about 4 o'clock, SAPD was called to assist Leon Valley PD at 5903 Danny K. Leon Valley was requesting assistance. Families of both victims were at the location and reported Leon Valley PD that earlier in the day, they received information that the missing gray Kia Optima was at the Danny K address. When police arrived, they discovered two people in the Kia. EMS was called to the scene and they pronounced both victims at the scene. It appeared that the vehicle had been located at that location for several days. I mean, clearly it was a heinous act. It was, unspeakable, the tragedy of it.
I have two great guests to help me do some analysis now. I want to bring them in. Forensic death investigator, professor, and the host of the Body Bags podcast, Joseph Scott Morgan, and former DEA supervisory special agent, Michael Wilhite. Good morning to you, gentlemen. Thank you for being on the show. I want to play a clip from that same press conference and start here where the chief of police is saying this crime scene is quite complex. Let's take a listen to what he said, and I want to get your reactions and thoughts.
what we're looking at right now is a very, very perplexing crime scene. And detectives right now are looking at this as a possible murder. And, but we don't know for sure. So again, because of the complexity, the complex crime scene, we can't say for sure what we have.
Well, this is no doubt a head scratcher. Joseph Scott Morgan, would you kick off our conversation, please? What do you think may have happened here?
It's hard to say, and scenes involving vehicles are particularly complex. I think that's one of the things that he is alluding to, Julie, is that if you have a motor vehicle, you essentially can have a crime scene on wheels. And I think the big question is, or were both of these vehicles, or were both of these victims rather, were they actually killed in this location, or were they killed and the vehicle with them in it was moved to said location? I think that's one of the complexities. And he also is not going into a lot of detail relative to the position of the bodies. All we know is that they are in the vehicle. We don't know where they are. There was some thought early on that this could be a murder-suicide. Generally, those are kind of very clearly stated. You know, when you walk up, you kind of observe these at the scene. But that's not the indication that we're getting here. It is complex, to say the least.
Right. Joseph, thank you for that. And I'm glad you brought up that point about how some are questioning this and saying, could it have been a suicide? And Savannah Soto's mother spoke out adamantly against this, talking to station KSAT, saying, and I'm quoting exactly, quote, "This is not like her. She was so excited to have this baby. The house was already baby ready. There was no reason why she would just get up and go off and do that. Savannah knows what I went through with Ethan, and I know she doesn't want me to go through this again," referencing the death of her younger brother. And so, with that being said, Michael Wilhite, let me go to you here, please. We know some are wondering, could this have been drug related? Certainly you're an expert in narcotics, having served so many years with the DEA. Tell me, is there anything about this case that says drug trafficking or something relating to drugs to you?
Everything about this case speaks of drug trafficking, drug related. I think before there was a photo of Matthew holding a chunk of a wads of money, jewelry. I think he was holding up a gang sign too. Everything about this case thinks of drug trafficking in the area. I think that also there was, I think it was incidents where I think he was arrested on some charges too before. So there could be an incident where, you know, he tried to make a deal, place a deal to get out that case because he wanted to see his child born, and somebody retaliated. So everything about this speaks of drug trafficking. I've spent 30 plus years of law enforcement, state and federal. 23 of that is with the Drug Enforcement Administration, and everything about this case speaks of drug trafficking.
Wow. Michael Wilhite, I want to say, tell me more when you're saying that. I mean, this just seems so sad. Do you think, as a follow-up question to you, please, do you think that Savannah Soto and her unborn baby could have been collateral damage, so to speak, if she was with her boyfriend and not actively trafficking, but if he were the trafficker and someone was retaliating, could that be the case for her death?
From my experience, the girls that are involved in dealing with are involved with drug traffickers, they themselves might not be the primary trafficker, but they're definitely reaping the benefits of that lifestyle. The mere fact that whatever happened that night or that day that warranted the killing of Matthew, obviously the killers could not leave a witness, and she was a witness. She was part of that lifestyle. Whether or not she actually sold drugs, participated in it, she was part of that lifestyle. And she was there at the time that he was there. So what I'm saying, she definitely knew the lifestyle that he was involved in. She accepted that lifestyle. So, you know, the birds of a feather flock together.
Michael, this is really
It's sad
illuminating
that
everything you're saying. Yes.
it's sad that of course, you know, his lifestyle or their lifestyle end up costing the life of an unborn child.
Right, right. Joseph Scott Morgan, back to you. Let's say that these vehicles were moved, as you said before, that, you know, maybe the killing happened at one location. And then how do you as an investigator backtrack and figure out where the killing occurred so that you can maybe gather evidence from that scene, maybe surveillance cameras in the area, something like that? Tell me kind of what you do, please.
Well, obviously, surveillance CCTV is going to be your fallback position here, but also certainly any kind of cellular devices that were on these individuals if they had them on them inside of this vehicle, and if this vehicle has some kind of tracking system where they could have followed it. But Julie, if I could make one point here,
please,
that goes to my colleague's point relative to drug involvement. I'm very fascinated about the cause and manner of death here. And when you begin to think about the male subject, the one thing that we know about his injuries, Julie, is that the ME is referring to his cause of death as a single, not multiple, but a single gunshot wound to the head. And not only is it a gunshot wound, Julie, they're saying this is a contact gunshot wound. And just kind of let me break this down for you. This is a dummy weapon that we use here at JSU in training. But if this is a contact event, that means that the muzzle, the end of the muzzle with this weapon would literally have to be in contact with his head when this thing was discharged. Okay. What does that tell us? Well, it tells us proximity, right? You know, there had to be some physical contact between the perpetrator and the victim, the male victim in particular. This is not something that's done at a great distance. So this is somebody that has familiarity, somebody that is skilled, because if it's only a single gunshot wound, this is not something that's over the top, where you got a lot of overkill involving him. This is efficiency, okay? And if this is involved with some kind of tangential, drug trafficking or something like this, that would go to that violent lifestyle. So I'm really curious about that. And did this occur in the vehicle at this location? Were the windows down in the car? Because, I've worked a lot of cases involving shootings and cars, and people are shot through windows, sometimes random. You'll get, glass that is blasted inside of the car. We don't know that yet. But the fact that they are saying that this is a contact gunshot wound to his head speaks volumes here. This is not some kind of randomized event.
All right, what's going on here? Hold on, guys. Oh, I guess it's over. Okay. Where did you see? That's what the family said. So I'm going to show you guys. We're waiting here for the presser. Okay, K. Okay, K. Okay. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're going to go right there. Thank you, headline bitch. Okay, we got this ready for when it comes on, you guys. Oh, wow, look at. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Do we get to see him with the criminal? Hold on, let me make this big. There we go. Okay, I'll go on YouTube and go look then. Thank you, headline bitch. Oh, He's not there. Oh, they did. Hold on. Oh, here. I'll keep that up. They're frozen, you guys. Here we go. Hey, Viper, just so you know, when I say headline bitch, she's my bitch. Oh, he's out there? I just want you to know, Viper, I'm not that mean. Yes, this is a presser right here. Do we get to see the criminals? This is a capital murder case, right? Sure hope so.
5 more minutes. Okay.
Let's get the firing squad. How about that? Right? I'm telling you.
Everyone, I don't know if you're joining us right now on the KSAT live stream. We're told in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
2 arrests. We've been confirmed that there are 2 arrests. We'll keep you updated right now. This is all in relation to the Savannah Soto Matthew Guerra case. Savannah Soto was 18 years old. She was pregnant at the time. That was last week when her 2 bodies were found and identified in that car near Leon Valley, but it was in San Antonio. That scene, we saw that there was 1 car. We waited for Chief McManus to give us that update. At that time, he could not confirm whether those 2 bodies inside the car were of Matthew Guerra and Savannah Soto, but we have since learned from the medical examiner that that was Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra. We had gone to both vigils for both Savannah and Matthew and baby Fabian, so we'll continue to keep you updated. We're told about 5 minutes we'll see those 2 arrests, so we'll keep you updated right now, but just stay tuned on this live stream. Thanks.
Yes, we will. Thank you, reporter. All right. Capital murder typically means death penalty, or is it optional? I say firing squad. I have no clue, but it's Texas, so yeah, they don't play. Okay, camera person, you a little nervous? How was everybody this fine evening? Hey sis, how you doing? Isn't that wonderful news? Maybe the public can sleep. I know, right? Who could do that? Somebody that, like is part of a gang, cartel shit. It was like execution stuff, right? Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Carlene Hernandez? Carlene. Oh, okay. I'm happy you came through. We need to talk someday. Right.
You want to take it out?
Oh, okay. Hey, did your daughter win that thing? Oh, Michael, that is so nice of you. Oh. And headline bitch, you are amazing. You're the only YouTuber that shares my stuff. Well, no, I got to take that back. Purple Phoenix has, Burnt Toast has, and Arctic Fox. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. See, there's a lot of people making comments, but you guys can't see unless I do this. Marion, I love you too.
Two.
You have a good night.
Mhm.
Let's talk soon, okay? You got my phone number. Oh, that's awesome. That's right. Truth and facts with loving care. That's what I do.
Yep. I'm here.
I do my best.
I'm here.
Okay, here we go. What we got going on here?
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check.
Wonder where they're. Oh, they're probably at the PD, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Yeah, check out my TikTok and my YouTube.
Okay, there's two. Okay, sounds good.
Oh, Viper. God, you guys are making me feel good tonight. Oh, yeah, there you have it. Shift change. That's why we've seen all them. Wouldn't that be awful to hear that family got arrested? I sure hope not.
Carlo, this is Avery.
They must have like spotty Wi-Fi or something there. Kelly?
I hold on it. Oh, I don't know. Good answer.
I hope not either. I couldn't watch BHP yet. Oh, I know. I did a video yesterday. I was very upset.
Hey everyone, joining on the Case at 12 live stream. We are about minutes away from seeing these two arrests in the Savannah Soto Matthew Guetta case. Remember, this was 18-year-old Savannah Soto and her 22-year-old boyfriend. They were found dead inside a vehicle last week near Leon Valley. We still don't know any of the details of this arrest, but we know that there are two arrests. We're about to see this perp walk right now. We'll continue to keep you updated. Just hang on tight while we wait for those two arrests to come out.
Okay, thank you, reporter lady. Yeah, I was in total shock. I could not watch the whole thing. However, I had to address it. Selena Ortega? Stand by. Stand by, people. We think everybody should be this way. Unfortunately, we see the irony in it. Be not weary and doing good. Oh, gosh, thank you. I try my best. I can play it after this too if you want. Yes, girl. Get it, girl. There's somebody else I want to show tonight. You guys, her poor mother. Oh my gosh. No media attention. Nada. Nothing. I came across it by accident. Stand by. Stand by. Hi, Shay Shay. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh, well, thank you very much. Hello. Oh, this poor family. I can't imagine what they're feeling. When the auntie cried and said that they shut down their social media because of it, I couldn't believe it. And she was crying. Who else is going to protect the families? I mean, I'm like a nobody. Well, I am somebody. But you know what? Somebody needs to protect them. They're victims. Yeah.
Hey,
I,
KSAT 12 viewers, Avery Everett here. We're waiting on those two arrests, details of those two arrests. We should be just a few minutes out. This is in relation to Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra. Those two individuals were found just a week ago inside a car dead. We'll continue to keep you updated. We're just waiting for police to bring them out now.
okay. Thank you, reporter lady. So we are going to get the walk. We are going to get it. Sweet. Are they like in the parking garage or outside or? Yeah, they're outside, you guys. Looks like they're in the parking lot. Yeah, it does look like it's outside. You have to put the phone down, please. Oh my God, Miss Barbara. How are you, my sweetness? It is a parking garage? Thank you. Did they just have the baby shower too? Oh, let me get some comments here. Right there. She's such a little girl too. Just a baby. Yes. Yes, girl. Where's that headline bitch at? She's still here.
Hey, KSAT 12 viewers, this is Avery Everett here. We're waiting at SAPD headquarters. We're told that there have been two arrests made in the Savannah Soto Matthew Guerra case. Right now, there's just an empty hallway behind me, but we will see SAPD guiding those two arrests to their cars. This is a perp walk. After that, we'll get a briefing on these arrests, any connections that they have to the case. But again, this is happening in the next couple of minutes, so just make sure you stay tuned. We'll keep you updated.
Okay, thank you, reporter lady. Hey, I heard you got another channel. Oh yeah, you got to go to work tomorrow. I hope they do this before I have to go to sleep. Oh, that's right. I know they said 11. They're a little behind. And I'm sure it's only going to take 15 minutes. That's it. Oh, yeah, it's called like um Cupcake? No. What is it called? I don't know why people hate him. I don't understand it. I think he's a nice guy. He did nothing to me. Oh yeah, put the link in to that channel. Oh, is that why I'm thinking cupcake? Oh, I didn't know that. I stay away from the crazies on here, you guys. They're all out to get each other. Sad. Yep, Miss Barbara. That 18-year-old girl and her boyfriend and their unborn child. She was ready to be induced to have the baby. There we go. Sub up to that channel. I'm going to do it right now myself because I didn't know what to look up.
Hi, KSAT 12 live stream viewers.
All
We're
right.
waiting patiently to hear of these two arrests in the Savannah Sota and Matthew Guetta case. They will come right behind us and they will be directed to their cars. This is a perp walk. After that, we'll have a media briefing where we'll get to learn how they have connection to this case, any other additional information. If you have questions, you should tweet them at us at KSAT, news at KSAT. You can also email those to us or Facebook. We'll try to ask those questions as we do this briefing. But again, the next couple of minutes, we should see those two arrests. This is in relation to the Savannah Sota and Matthew Guetta case. She was 18 years old. He was 22. She was pregnant at the time of her death. We'll
I
continue to
know.
keep you updated.
Right, Michael? Horrible. And it sounds like obviously, allegedly, I don't know, we'll find out. They knew him. So that means they knew she was pregnant. It's like some cartel stuff, I tell you. I only say that is because what I read. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. It was a girl. She's 18, and her boyfriend. I know. I do recall that her mom said the mom went to the house to check on him. Right? Nowhere to be found. They were found in a car, both shot in the head. Hi, Manuel. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Roxy. Thank you for being here. I know, right? I heard the boyfriend tortured. Oh, no. Oh, that's horrible. Very sad. You know what's going to be sicker? If it is their family members. I'll be in shock. You think it's the uncle and cousin? I don't know what to think. I think it's drug related. How and why, I don't know. Grandma, you're usually on point. Who is the young girl BHB was blaming? She was blaming, oh, wait till you hear it. The auntie and the grandma she went after. The auntie and the grandma. It was so disgusting. I happened just to, be nosy that day and go in there and came across that. Horrible. And then people are victim blaming. Oh, definitely. I think that. Allegedly. It's alleged. Hey, I've heard of that. Hi, Gina. I'm sure look what happened. Yes, right? Jesse, remember her uncle and his wife? Which I need to cover that. Miss Barbara, did you see the new missing person from Missouri? I need to find out what law enforcement will not do anything about it. Of course. I don't know what county yet. What county is Kansas City? Kansas City, Missouri. What county is that? Oh, there is? Okay. Because I'm gonna have to find out the exact location around that area. Oh, it's Jackson County? Oh, wow. I didn't know they had a Jackson. I'm going to have to research them. I miss you, Miss Barbara. We haven't talked for quite a few days. Okay. Thank you, Josie. Well, we're waiting for them to come walking out. It was supposed to be at 11, but they're running behind. This is so sad and unbelievable. I pray for some peace for Savannah, Matthew's families, knowing they are held accountable for the tragic deaths of that poor baby. My heart hurts for them. Yeah. I didn't do nothing. Okay, Jackson. Is that a good county? I mean, law enforcement wise? Is there corruption out there? If so, I will find out. Oh, thank you. Oh, looky here.
Are you sorry for what happened? Did you know she was pregnant?
Oh, always fake news. So.
What an asshole.
This is your final chance to say something about your side.
Hey guys, we're going this way.
Who is that? No, no.
Yeah, guys, always one sided. You don't even know what's going on.
Back up, guys. Back up. Any message for the family? You sorry?
They want to know why. Why did you do it?
You sorry?
Did you do it? Why did you do it?
Did you know she was pregnant? Huh? Did you hear?
Why was it the whole family?
Close to Christmas? Why, man? Any remorse? You sorry?
Ain't you sorry for lying about what you're saying? You don't even know what's going on.
Well, tell
You
us.
just make stuff up. That's all.
Tell us. What's going on?
Did you shoot them?
Did you shoot them?
An unborn baby.
Did you kill them or did you just hide the evidence?
How'd you know Savannah? You sorry?
If it wasn't you, who was it then?
He looks like the guy that.
See you guys.
Wow. That's one. And one to go. He looks like that guy that was in the video. Oh my God, it's a female.
Are you sorry for what happened? Anything to say to your family? How does it make you feel, an unborn baby? What do you want to say to your family, to Savannah, to Matthew's family?
You sorry? You sorry? What message do you have
Nothing
for
to
the family?
say, an unborn child.
It was an entire family.
You sorry?
That was a male. There's going to be a press conference now. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sergeant Washington Moscoso, WASHINGTON MOSCOSO. So the individuals you saw this evening, the first individual's name is Ramon Preciado, 53 years old, SID number 443651. The second individual was Christopher Preciado, 19 years old, SID number 1191061. So the two individuals we just walked out today, again, is a father and son. The first individual is a father. The second individual is a son. They're going to be charged. The son's going to be charged this evening with capital murder, and the father's going to be charged with abuse of a corpse. So I'm not going to go into the whole thing. We all know what kind of led us to this to where we are today. I will say that when we recover, or when the bodies were discovered on Danny Kaye, obviously the investigators made that location and started collecting evidence. One of the key pieces of evidence that we did collect at the scene, cell phone, and so our technology team who was in there with enough information, and so that information was given to our detectives today. With that information, the detective detectives were able to find a possible location of where the suspect vehicle that was released on that surveillance camera, the surveillance video, possible location where that suspect vehicle might be. They made that location, and sure enough, the vehicle was there. They did a little bit of surveillance on the video or on the vehicle, and then were able to determine which house it belonged to. They went up, knocked on the door. The first gentleman, the first individual, the father answered the door. He knew why the police were there. Was cooperated fully with the investigation. We're right here to headquarters, and our detectives were able to start interviewing both the son and the father. Again, they were both at the home. They were both brought down here, and the interrogations began. Through interrogating the individuals, our detectives had enough, based on what they said, there was enough information there to get a warrant signed by a judge tonight, again, to charge Christopher with capital murder and Ramon with abuse of a corpse. Again, there will be more charges pending. This is what we have right now. I'll answer any questions you might.
And then use of the corpse charge. Does that mean that you guys believe the son killed them and then the dad helped hide the bodies?
Yes, yes. And so I want to touch base on something real quick. Since the release of the video that we put out on the 28th, there has been, internet has blown up with people sending tips and people just sending misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. These two individuals are the only suspects that we were looking for. They were arrested. There were many names being thrown around on the internet. Those people had nothing to do with this. We vetted them and everything. They didn't have anything to do with these murderers. So the individual, again, Christopher, we believe committed the murders of Matthew and Savannah, and then Ramon helped kind of dump the body. It appears to be a narcotic related deal that went bad.
Do we know the connection between this father and son and Matthew and Savannah, or the connection to the apartment complex?
So there's no apparent connection to the apartment complex. It's just a place where they went to go dump, dispose, or hide the vehicle with the bodies in it. And it appears that it was a drug deal. So there was like a drug connection to the suspect and the two victims. It's just when you hiding the body, moving the body after discovering that and all that kind of stuff. Yep. So, December 21st, which was a Thursday, just before midnight, is when the actual murders took place. On that. Mm-hmm.
And are you going to be charged for the baby? Because in the state of Texas, technically they could be charged.
Right. So like I said, there's going to be possible charges pending, more charges pending. Our detectives are going to talk with the Bexar County DA to determine if they're going to be any charges they're going to be facing any charges related to the unborn baby.
And do we know if she was dilated at all?
I didn't have that information from the medical examiners. I know that she was scheduled to be induced, and she didn't make her appointment, which is why the family went to the police to file the missing persons report.
Did he say where exactly they killed?
I don't have exactly location. We just know that they were killed at a different location and then taken to the apartment complex to dispose of the vehicle and the bodies. I know there was some Spanish questions I wanted to knock out real quick.
Sí, podría darnos un resumen pequeño para la audiencia hispana de estas personas que presentó.
Nada más una pregunta. Si tienes preguntas a particular.
¿A quiénes presentaron esta noche?
Sí, esta noche el primer señor que salió es Ramón Preciado, de 53 años, y el segundo es Christopher Preciado, de 19 años. Christopher Preciado es el que hizo los asesinatos de las víctimas, y su papá y las víctimas.
¿La semana pasada?
Sí. Ajá.
¿Había un motivo para matarlos?
Parece que había una transacción de drogas que no fue, que fue mal. La transacción de drogas fue mal y resultó en la muerte de las dos víctimas. Well, I mean, someone was buying and someone was selling, so it was a drug.
Can anyone be charged with these murders through the accomplice theory or the multiple parties theory?
I'm sorry, could who?
Ramon the dad, could he be charged with the murders as well through an accomplice theory?
No, he was not. He was not there during the commission of the murder. He was called afterwards to help dispose or help his son. I'm sorry.
You still have previous records?
Christopher has no previous criminal history, and Ramon did have a small. He had some prior criminal history.
So, are you all done looking for suspects at this
Yeah,
point?
we don't have any other suspects that we're looking for.
And that surveillance video, were they alive during that surveillance video? They were not alive.
They were not alive. No.
Last question, guys. Christopher killed them, then moved the bodies to the car.
Correct. Well, I mean, I don't know if you moved them into the vehicle. The vehicle with the bodies in was driven to that apartment complex. It didn't happen at that apartment complex.
So ultimately, who's going to make the decision on the final charges? Is that going to be the DA's office?
Correct. Yes. So our detective again tonight are charging them with capital. Christopher with capital murder, and Ramon with abuse of a corpse. They are working on some other charges that they're going to file. But regarding, I think specifically the question that you had about the unborn baby, they're going to have a conversation with the DA to determine whether they can charge or put the baby as another victim on this.
So does SCP have any say whenever they talk to the DA's office?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a collaboration with our DA's
Or
office.
just the SCPD is going to seek that they're charged for the unborn baby?
Our detectives are going to do everything they can to bring justice to the family.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming out tonight.
Yes. Yep, Steve. I asked about the relation between that father and son duo and Savannah and Matthew, and they said it was a drug deal. We don't know specifics over what happened. There was even a reporter who asked, what are they buying, selling? We don't know the specifics. They also don't know any specific connection to that apartment complex right now. But Steve, I did ask, you wanted clarification. Are they looking for any more suspects? They're not. They are potentially looking at more charges for this father and son, but no more suspects at this time. I mean, it's just been a couple of days. We were out there just under 2 weeks ago when they were first searching for Savannah, and then when they found her body near Leon Valley in that apartment complex parking lot. So at least we're getting more details now. During that surveillance video, we do know that they were dead when that surveillance clip showed the father and son and that truck that was in the surveillance video as well. But, we're continuing to learn more details, and specifically the biggest update tonight, like you said, father and son, drug deal, no more suspects. So SCPD is considering this a big win within a small time frame. Right, Steve. I mean, I was there when family heard for the first time that there were 2 dead bodies found inside that vehicle. I mean, the cries, it was devastating. I've been able to talk to Savannah's family and Matthew's family, and everyone's just devastated. Even, the unborn child, Fabian. There's so much life that was yet to be lived for this couple and this child, and it's devastating, but at least there are some answers. I mean, I was there at the vigil for Savannah Sota when her family was watching off of my phone the press conference from just last Thursday, and they were waiting for any details. I mean, just seeing that truck, seeing 2 people, there was so much satisfaction and devastation at the same time. So tonight, it's a late night, but there are some answers for this family.
Are they done? They must be, huh? Of course you can. It's all about getting the information out there. Yep. Welcome. Yes. They drove that car with the bodies in there. How sick is that? But we don't know anything more. It doesn't sound like they're not related to the family. So yeah. I was on live as Michael. You were? Okay, this is what I took care of yesterday. It's really short, you guys, about BHV and what she said to this family, this grandma and auntie.
Unborn child. The bodies of 18-year-old Savannah Sota and 22-year-old Matthew Guerra were found the day after Christmas. The father of Matthew Guerra told us police did not find any guns or cell phones in the car where the bodies were discovered. The medical examiner has since ruled the deaths as homicides.
And police have recently released videos of two persons of interest. The video shows a man driving a dark pickup truck described by police as a Chevy Silverado with a bed cover, and another person driving Guerra's Kia Optima. Chief McManus said the video was taken nearby where the bodies were found. Anyone with information on the case should reach out to SAPD's homicide unit. Meanwhile, the family of Savannah Sota says they were upset with social media comments about Savannah and Guerra.
And they're also asking the public to quit playing detective and let the police do their job so justice can come swiftly. KENS 5's
The Soto family says a lot of the comments they are seeing on social media are hurtful, and they want it to stop. They also say there are a lot of people sharing false information about the investigation.
It's not 100%, and we just ask that you just, don't share it. Like, all you're doing is slowing down the process.
The family of Savannah Soto say they are trying to grieve in peace, but say false statements on social media are upsetting.
And it's very upsetting, not just to me, to my family, but to my son. And I just wish that people would just stop and let the police, the detectives do their job, do it the right way, so we can get justice for my granddaughter.
Savannah's Aunt Valerie Mendoza says with everyone trying to play detective and making false accusations is not helpful.
That's not helping us. Like, I've already removed myself from a lot of social media because of it. Everybody has negative comments, and she wasn't innocent. They weren't, innocent, but they were young.
The family says the negative comments are painful as they try and mourn and process the deaths. They say no one in this world is perfect and appreciate all the prayers, love, and support they have received.
Let us grieve by ourselves without negativity comments out there. Because if it was somebody else's child, we will respect their privacy. And that's all we want. We just want everybody to respect our privacy, to let us mourn our way.
The family has also addressed fake fundraisers in the community, including several fake GoFundMes that have popped up. There are only 2 official GoFundMes, one for Savannah and one for Matthew. We have posted those links on KENS5.com. Mike Jimenez, KENS 5.
Okay, Mike, thank you.
Okay. Let's see. I want to show you guys this family. All right, I'm going to speed her up a little bit. All right. This stuff breaks my heart when people do this to families. Here we go.
These young kids off the street because it hurts some family members' feelings. Unfortunately, that's not, I feel for them, but, and I don't want people to think that because they live this lifestyle, they deserve this to happen to them, because nobody deserves this. But in all the same sense, how it's falling a little on deaf ears, in my opinion, to come here and blame social media. Because let's face it, social media did not do this to your family. They didn't do this to your family a year ago. They didn't do this to your family today. Social media is out there trying to help your family and trying to advocate for your family and trying to find the people that are responsible for doing this to your family. Despite the,
Okay.
people.
We are not detectives. Number one, a true advocate will not address a family like this. This is all my opinion.
Putting their own lives in danger, releasing information to help your family. We did not cause this gang problem. This gang problem was yours and yours alone to have. This is a gang life. This is the result of gang life. Instead of sitting here and blaming social media because we're not being as sympathetic as you would like, maybe like Cinema Shogun says, maybe start talking to the young people in your community about how this lifestyle will kill them. Or maybe start doing.
See, come on now, BHV. How can you do this to this family? Well, hey, I take that back. You've done it to almost every family that you have covered.
Something to save somebody else so no other parent has to go through this. Try that out for size before you come here to social media, because let me tell you, I care about your grandchild. I care about that unborn baby, and I actually.
No, you don't. No, you don't. See, if you were a parent or a grandma, you would understand. I have 4 kids, 9 grandbabies.
Actually care about Savannah Sota and Matthew Guerrera despite their lifestyle.
Wow.
But I'm absolutely 100% disgusted that this entire family knew and associates. Let's get that fact straight, Grandma, Auntie.
Oh my God, you are evil. You are evil. You're the problem. You're one of the problems. I'm embarrassed to be in true crime.
You're all associating with this
Oh my
nonsense.
God.
So before you come here to social media, blaming the people here at social media, please start helping save somebody else. Because I can honestly tell you, for me,
they are grieving right now. Give them time. Let the detectives, law enforcement, do their job, because we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
This is not a case I want to cover.
Sorry.
I can guarantee for a lot of people here on social media that is covering this case, we don't want to cover this. Let me tell you guys another.
Okay, you don't want to. Don't put me in that category. Okay, we don't want to cover it. Whatever.
There's another smart fact. The only reason why I'm not sitting there right now doing this on boots on the ground is because their community terrifies the shit out of me. Okay. That's why I'm not there in person. It's literally an 18-hour drive.
I'm glad you're not. But no, you're making it about you.
Which I've done 1,000 times. We could have been there at that vigil, but quite frankly, I don't feel like putting my life in jeopardy to cover this story.
Oh my God.
So let's clear the air about, the comments and stuff, where let's just break it down. I feel it's too dangerous for me to go out there and cover this case in person. That's a problem.
No.
So again, I'm sorry.
The problem would be you showing up there.
That this girl has lost her life, and I'm sorry Fabian is not going to be able to meet the world. But let me just be very, very ultra clear. It's not me. It's not the commentators, nor is it anybody else here on social media that did this. And I understand the need of wanting your privacy and wanting your time to grieve. We here on social media, we don't get to grieve until the assailant is locked up. But don't think, and granted, we're not in the pain that you're in, and I understand that. But please don't be so critical of the people here on social media and acting like we don't give a damn. Because I promise you, we do. We care a lot. And we want to know what kind of monster could do this to your daughter, your niece, your granddaughter. And we will continue that fight despite of the commentary.
Yes. Their daughter, their niece, not ours.
Coming from the family. Again, we have to respect their feelings. I can't imagine, no matter anything like this, guys.
Did you really say that? We got to respect their feelings, and you're doing this?
And I really do want to put this in perspective. No matter what they lived, okay? No matter what kind of lifestyle they lived. Gangs or no gangs. Gangs or no gangs. They didn't deserve this.
Okay.
Some of these websites. So maybe we could all take a little lesson from this.
Yeah.
Maybe we could. And maybe this is a great opportunity for us to say, we support this family, even when the victims aren't perfect, because let's face it, who out here in this world are perfect?
That's
I can
right.
tell you
That's right. None of us.
made horrible decisions that almost lost me my life. That I can honestly sit here and tell you right now as a true hardcore fact. I lived in a lifestyle, not this lifestyle. Something similar, but not this. There were only a few times that I literally feared for my life, not on a daily basis. And I got to tell you, it's hard to talk about this because we're trying to be sympathetic. We can't even imagine what this family has to be going through, the pain, the agony. I mean, it was a precious baby.
Who's we? Don't put me in that category.
Anybody's heart doesn't get wrapped up in that, I don't know what kind of human being you are, you know? So we have to be sympathetic, but I in my good conscience and in who I am as a human being, I can't sit here and be deceitful to my audience in an effort to paint somebody's
But you can to the family
member in a better light. I'm sorry. The bottom line is these two children, and I'm going to call them children because that's what they were. They made a lot of poor and bad decisions with the support of their family.
Oh my God. Wow.
Let me repeat that again. They made a lot of poor and bad decisions with the support of their family. Now, you can say I'm misinformed and I'm spreading misinformation, but those are the facts of the case. And again, I didn't do those. I'm still going to advocate for the victims. We're still going to be putting up stuff to help try to locate the assailant. But you guys also know that
there's never been anybody on social media that has solved a case. I've heard you say YouTube. No, they weren't YouTubers. Okay.
that I look at the behavior of law enforcement in a situation like this, and law enforcement has gotten dead silent. There's not a whole lot of information.
Well, yeah, because of people like you.
Coming out about this case. That's a good thing. Okay. It's a good thing. It means they're working and they've got a good handle on what's going on, and they probably know who the key players are. And that's why they're not asking for, involvement. This is going to be, I mean, outside of some upcoming and breaking news, I'm not going to be covering Savannah Sota and Matthew Guerrera, because in all fairness, I do think we are going to still keep investigating this case, and I'm going to do my searches every day, but there's no point in talking about a case that has no new information coming up on it. We don't manufacture information. We don't need 1,000 talking.
It's funny you say that. Look at what cases you spend months and months and months and months on. Summer Wells. Quentin Simon. Need I go on?
Points. There's literally 1,000 cases out there. What we do is we start advocating for a new case. When new information comes out about this.
No, you don't. You just do high profile. Yeah, I maybe not have many substitutes. Do you know how many families I've helped that nobody will talk about? That I begged bigger YouTubers, please just put it, even a flyer on your community wall. Just saying.
Case, we inform our audience. We're not going to go on a 2-week diatribe about every single element about this case. The bottom line is that it could only be one of a few motives, means, and opportunities. It's either drugs, gang, dispute, or the fight at the court, which still goes back to the gang. Either way you look at it, something terrible happened to these kids. It seems so strategic because it was literally hours before they were going to be delivering their child. I'm going to go here. I think this is where, hold on.
Okay.
Yes, this is right here.
Okay. How disgusting. I don't even know what to say, you guys. That was rotten. It was horrible, you guys. And let me tell you something. She did a live today for hours, okay, about this case again. Yes, she did. Doing all her yelling and shit. And then saying, oh, I'm passionate. No, you're not. If you were, you would not do this kind of shit. Just saying. Right. And oh no, I got to keep my mouth shut. That'll make me have problems. She thinks she is a private investigator, a lawyer. She thinks that She runs this true crime stuff better than anybody. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm happy that these people were arrested, and I know we'll hear more at a later time. You know, I can imagine what everybody's going to be saying tomorrow. Oh, that's right. She is a plumber too. I forgot. She's a front row Joe too. Yeah, she is. Her bullhorn is her flower. All right, my good people. I'm gonna get going. I want to go eat. But thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate every one of you. Yes, Grandma. Yes. You go, girl. Hey. All right, I gotta go eat. Love y'all. See you tomorrow.